Hi everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to jump in and get started. I'm going to start out by prepping my skin using a makeup remover wipe. Next I'm going to grab my EOS balm and go ahead and moisturize my lips. Then I'm going to grab my grapeseed oil mixed with tea tree and peppermint essential oil and go ahead and rub that in. Now I'm going to grab my brow products, my Ardell Brow Pomade in Dark Brown, and now I'm using my Smolder pencil from MAC. And I'm just going to line my brows with a Smolder pencil. Since I have very thin brows, it helps to line them with something darker just to give them more definition. Now I'm using my pomade, and this is by Ardell. You can get this product at Slayz. And I'm going in and filling in my brows as if I were drawing on strokes of hair. And you want to sort of start the front of them like you're drawing in hairs in the front. Now I'm going to take my LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Fawn, and I'm going to go ahead and just conceal around my brows with it. I'm using a flat concealer brush from the Shiny brush set. You can get those brush sets on Amazon. So I decided not to go around the top of my brows, just because I already thought they looked pretty clean and pretty neat up top. But then I'm going to grab my Elizabeth Arden eyelid primer and the same flat top brush and go ahead and blend my eye primer out. Now I'm getting started on eye makeup. I'm using my Morphe 35B palette, and I'm going to go ahead and start with some yellow on my crease area. The look I'm doing today was inspired by a makeup artist on Instagram. I want to say her name is Macular MUA. She did this really pretty cut crease glitter look. So I'm going to go ahead and recreate that. The brush I'm using to apply this is brush number 11 from my BH brush set. Now I'm in my Masquerade palette from Juvia's Place, and I'm just going to take two of those red browns, and I'm going to mix those together and apply those to my lid. You want to blend these out in your crease area, but you want to make sure that you can still see some of the yellow as it gets up higher. So you want to kind of apply these shades a little lower on your crease area. Now I'm using brush number 7 from BH to apply these shades. I'm in my Nubian palette, and we're going to go even one shade darker using the Nubian palette, and we're going to use the same brush. Now I'm in my Take Me to Brazil palette from BH, and I have my smudge brush from BH, and I'm just going to go ahead and put the black all on my lid and kind of blend it up into my crease too. And I'm just going to blend this out a little more because I want it to be just high enough, because we're going to go over this all with glitter for my cut crease. So you want the black to just be right outside of your cut crease for this look. Now I'm back and blending with my Mirabella blending brush. As you can see, you can still see the yellow underneath the brown. And you just want to make sure that you have that nice and blended before you go ahead and take your next item, my LA Girl Pro Conceal again, and my detailer brush from Real Techniques, and we're going to go ahead and begin the cut crease part. My camera kind of got out of focus, and I didn't realize it until I started editing my video, so I do apologize for that. I did mess up. I didn't take it high enough, the black high enough on the first eye I did, so I'm going to have to go back and correct that. Don't be like me, y'all. Get it right on the first try. So hard going around this cut crease. Now I'm just correcting it, going back in with the same shades I used earlier and just trying to even out that black. Now I'm back in with my Mirabella brush. Finally got everything done. Now I'm just going to cover the cut crease area with some gold from the Masquerade palette. And let's blend in a little more with my smudge brush. Now I'm going to take my Black MAC gel liner and brush number 16 from BH, and we're going to do a bit of eyeliner on the eyes. We're not going to really have a cat eye this time because we're just going to blend off the tail into the rest of the eyes, but you want to angle it upward as if you did have a cat eye going. And you do want it to have a defined line with your eye makeup, so we are going to clean up underneath the eye. I apologize again for the bad camera angle, guys. I usually have my sister that helped me set it up because I'm still kind of new at doing this, but she wasn't home, so I did this one by myself, as you can see, which is why it was out of focus. So I apologize. My next video will be better. I'm just blending out the corners so you don't see the eyeliner there. And you want to, again, like I said, you want to give it a really defined line. So I'm just taking my concealer and sort of cutting it off so you can see that sharp definition. And I'm going to take my Hypnotize palette now. This is from Pinky Rose. I actually just got this a few days before my video. And I'm going to base my lid with some NYX glitter primer. I don't say you necessarily need it if you're going to use the pack glitters from Pinky Rose, but I just prefer to have it when I'm using glitter. So I'm just putting a little bit of the NYX glitter on my lid first. And I'm going to be in my Hypnotize 2 palette from Pinky Rose. I'm going to use the golden shade out of it. And I really like this palette. I normally, I use the loose glitters from Sin Cosmetics. But the pack glitter is so nice. It's come a long way with pack glitter. It's not too oily. It has more of like a buttery, creamy texture. And it's really nice. And it sits on my lid and it doesn't get caught in my crease. My video camera stopped recording because I still had my last recorded YouTube video on my memory card. So I did run out of room. So I had to stop. And you guys missed the rest of me just applying the glitter to my lid. But now I'm going and I'm doing my skin now, and I'm using my LA Pro Fawn, that's the darker shade of concealer you see, and I'm using my NC40 from MAC, and I'm just applying it to all the places you would normally highlight. And then I'm going to take my Anastasia Cream Contour in the shades Medium, and I'm using my mini foundation brush from my Real Techniques brush set to apply that. You want to contour around the edges of the face. It's going to give you a more angled look. And you want to go down the bridge of your nose to give your nose a more thinner, more defined look. Now I'm just taking a cosmetic sponge and kind of blending or pressing in the concealers before I blend them out. And I'm going to take my buffing brush from my Real Techniques brush set and go ahead and blend all of this together. This is acting as my foundation for this look. I will go over it with some setting powder, but I'm not going to apply an actual foundation. Now I'm going to grab my Bobbi Brown, and that got cut off too. I apologize again. I used some Bobbi Brown setting powder, and I used the shade Sunny Beige. It is discontinued, so they do have similar shades to it, but they don't have that exact shade anymore. But I just ended up baking with that, and I went straight to contour, which, as you guys saw, using my Style Essentials palette, and the colors I did is what I used to contour with. And now I'm in my Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm just using Primavera for my inner corner highlight. I'm going to take a white cream pencil from NYX, and that's going to be in my waterline to make my eyes pop. And then I'm going to take Black Bean from NYX, and I'm going to blend that out just to give my eyes that smoky look. Now I'm going to grab my Masquerade palette, and I'm going to take the dark red I used in my crease, and I'm going to use some of that to contour. I did get that little tip from Macular MUA, and I really like that, and it does make the contour look a lot warmer when I use that red shade. It's more of a reddish brown, and I'm just making sure my contour looks chiseled by going under it with my cosmetic sponge and giving it a more defined look. I set my face using my Dewy Setting Spray, and now I'm going to take my new highlighter, my Anglola from Crayon Case, and brush number 6 from BH, and I'm going to go ahead and apply this. It was a little difficult for me, so I think this is my first time using it. I had just got it 2 days before, and so it's a loose powder, and that's why it was kind of difficult. I hadn't ever used a loose powder highlighter before, so I was being very cautious with it, but it actually works a lot better if you pack it on kind of heavily at first and then blend it instead of trying to pack it on lightly. You just go ahead and jump right into it. It's a really nice highlighter, definitely my favorite now. I've used it in my live videos every day since this day I recorded this, so definitely a really nice product. And they have 2 other highlighters if you guys are interested in trying their brand. Again, that's Crayon Case, and I'm using the Anglola highlighter from them. Now for my lashes. These are from Clean Color Cosmetics, and it's called the Angelic Wink Lash Line. I'm using Sweet Tina, and I'm using Duo Lash Glue to apply the lashes. And you want to apply that and let it tack for a moment. I'm also doing bottom lashes, and the brand is from AliExpress, so it doesn't really have a name. You just search bottom lashes if you're interested in trying those. And I'm going to take my flat tweezers. Have some technical difficulties here. You want to make sure the glue is tacky, so let it tack for about 30 to 60 seconds before you try to place it. And you want to apply them under your bottom lashes and not on top, because if you try to put them on top, they're just going to get caught with all the moisture from your waterline and they're not going to stay. So you want to slide them underneath your bottom lashes. And now I'm taking the top lash, and you want to set this right on your lash line, either with your fingers like I do, or you can try it with a pair of tweezers. But you want to give it a little squeeze and make sure that it's sitting right on top of your lash line. And when you let those dry, you can come back and kind of play with them a little more. And now I'm doing my lips. I'm taking my Chestnut lip liner from MAC, and I'm going to take my lip glosses from Anastasia. I'm going to use Dainty on the outer. Sunset Strip on the outer, and Dainty is going to be on the inner. And you can't see my lips because I didn't zoom out enough, so I apologize if you missed the application. I do have photos up on my Instagram, Katrina_Slayz, and I have them on my Facebook as well, Katrina Slayz. So go ahead and check this look out and see the final look and the finished pictures. Now I'm just going under my eyes with a little more from the Take Me to Brazil palette and touching up my contour, and the look is pretty much done now. I'm just going to fix up my hair, and I just wore my hair in a high bun that night. I take my makeup wipe and just kind of clean my edges because I always get makeup in them. So just wiping those through. And I'm going to be using some clip-ins I made using some hair I got off AliExpress. It's kinky coily hair. And you can get 4 bundles and they last a pretty long time. And this is the finished look. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. This was my New Year's Eve look. If you guys like this look, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my page and make sure you share it with friends. Again, thank you guys all so much. Have a good day and I'll see you next time.